Okay, mic should be on. Appears to be fine, dandy. Usual text, which is this and that. Go. Run on board. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we're back for some more of that Hades stuff. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Something about hell or Hiffle.
And escaping from it.
Right, yes, of course. Right, let me just
My father still let us and not send everybody in the entire underworld after me.
Just let me out.
Let me out.
Okay, you can have control again.
Yay.
So I still have to manage the footage. He doesn't. I could let him have the keys, but he doesn't want to do it.
Kind of works better, I think, this way.
I mean, whatever works. It's just you don't want to deal with all the tediousness of setting up, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I already figured it out, and I can't remember exactly what I did.
Ooh.
So, anything you've done off screen?
No.
Oh, so you didn't do another run after the stream?
Nah.
Even though you said you would.
No, I did not say I would.
You were tempted, though?
Yeah, I was, but it's not really tempted. A weird hole that trains health when I go down.
Must be rewarding.
What could go wrong?
It must be rewarding. Fuck it.
Who or what is that? The deepest reaches of the underworld.
Who am I forgetting?
From which all life and consciousness sprang forth during the dawn of time.
Is this a random element, or is this something else?
I mean, it shows up regularly.
Okay. This is just the extra challenge bit.
Not really.
This is not someone I recognize. So, in the name of Hades, hello. May I ask who's calling?
Ring ring. Oh good, this is an outside element.
Have we met?
No, clearly. Right, so I'm not sure how much he's relevant in Greek mythology, but I'm assuming he's just a representative of chaos, right?
Yeah. But the good thing is that he's an absolute pro, actually.
Is he holding... Sorry, the drawing of the picture of chaos. Was he holding the earth there in his hand?
Yeah, kind
Of course he does. I'm assuming he's all for, our main protagonist getting out. Because that causes chaos, I'm imagining.
I'll have to withstand the whims of chaos to extract the benefits a few chambers from now.
So, yeah, this is pretty much like you get benefits from him, but you have like a drawback for a certain amount of chambers, and afterwards you get the benefit.
Naturally, and I'm assuming it's much a higher cost the deeper we go. Well, the higher we go. Wrong phrasing. It's always the other way around.
Yeah.
It's never going up, it's always going down.
Also, I forgot that I should give him the gift before I speak with him.
Did you even have one?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll meet him again. They probably didn't let you give one, anyway.
Could be because it's the first time we met.
It has to be. You gotta establish a person. Like, you don't just give her absolute rando a gift. They're specifically tailored to them.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Got one. Now you can give one.
And yeah, always go for Athena, because the deflect is so strong as an effect.
I can't view Athena normally ever again after what God of War's done to me.
Yeah, that is fair.
Speaking of, I'm tempted to actually just replay the 2018 God of War soonish. Well, one is just to... Well, I still haven't got my itch recovered from playing Ragnarok, so... gotta get that scratched properly soon. But also, I just never did as much as I could in the original 2018. I kind of just did the storyline purely, so... Maybe I'll get more out of it now.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, I'll probably bother with the Valkyries, maybe, considering I did the Valkyrie equivalent in Ragnarok.
Be on your guard with him is my advice.
I'm missing especially blood right now. Might go for it.
Listen, the only problem I have with just replaying the 2018 God of War is just like... Well, it probably would be a good overview to see how streamable it actually is. Because can be, but I'm not sure. So find out when I get there, I suppose. So I'll check back with
Yeah.
you. We still haven't done 3 yet, so I still got a while. But
We have time.
that's the problem when you want to replay games, or at least play new games, is that you don't know if it's streamable or not. It's like, do you want to save your refreshing reminder for later when you actually do the stream? Because it's better if you're going in a little bit blind, as we saw from Spyro, because I completely blanked out on Eternal Night, so...
Yeah.
It's like,
But there's also like, I think some games, even if they're not the best streamable, doesn't matter. Just do them.
True. The games I do, at least in my playlist wise, is go through the story modes, and if those said story modes, are they good, worthy content to play through? Say, well, as what you did, you play through XCOM 2. That's not easy to do, but it works for you because you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
But
And
if it's
then
me, no.
that's fair, but you would have to do it like on the easiest one. Even then next one can be brutal.
And it would take a while. That's the problem with doing it blind, and also determining whether the game is streamable, as I recently rediscovered through Skyrim, is that it's just not. As much as it wants to be, it just ain't, because there's too much. There's way too fucking much in the game. If I focus purely on the story, like the core story mode of the game, which isn't very long, mind you, it doesn't take very long at all, not much happens. Even then, I'd be super tempted to do side stuff so much. Be like, I'd probably be underleveled, to be honest, if I just did pure story mode, and then, I don't know, it just doesn't make it unique, does it?
Yeah. Okay, so now I have a tough choice. So there is the fates of the prophecies of the fates, which if I complete them, I get stuff, which indicates pick all the stuff you haven't used yet.
Oh,
Then
okay.
there is this one.
Oh my god. 200%.
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna say, it's like, the Fates, that was the whole achievement list thing, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's nice that the game points out the ones that are required for it.
Yeah, it's really nice in that regard.
Well, you're still in early game, so any progress on better
Yeah,
stuff
it's
later on
like
is
I
wise.
still should focus on my overall progress.
Not using your old save file right now. But to be fair though, right, with your old save file, can you still visit old story mode stuff, or do you have to do a new file to see them again?
Story mode, not really, because once it happens, story-wise it happens.
Yeah, but can you replay them?
There isn't really.
Oh, okay, so they're one and dones. So yeah, I was gonna like bring up, like, if you're having a hard time and taking too long, could you load up an old save just to see one of the endings that you were aiming for anyway, for an easier time?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you gotta commit now.
Yeah, and like I said, like the first stream actually was positive already. Like, considering I played for like 5 escape runs and I got to like the 3rd area quite consistently is a good sign. So,
Yeah. I'm just, just making sure, checking all the foundations here, what we can and can't use. Because I know for a fact that one of the games we'll be doing soonish, probably what's happening after this. Thankfully, I got a save at the ready for the content that we probably won't be able to do properly, but see it. Always make sure you have. That's the benefit of actually having pre-experience of a game. Load up a save for something that you know will take too long to do.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Birth by Sleep.
Oh yeah, I mean that's Kingdom Hearts.
No, that's just Birth by Sleep in particular. Like 10,000. What was it? Inversed, whatever.
Yeah.
That's not quick, and the original grind method doesn't actually progress it. Thanks, Reddit, for lying to me.
Yeah, they probably nerfed it, which I always hate. It's like...
It's not nerfed it, I'm pretty sure it was just like, it didn't do it at all in the original version.
Oh, okay. I
It
thought
just
that
lied.
maybe it got changed after... Because this is sometimes what people, like, developers do. It's like, oh, somebody broke a game in half, and it's in the internet, so people who are interested can figure it out better for the stuff. So that...
Nah, they didn't patch the Kingdom Hearts HD ports that much. They only patched stuff that was broken. Like, just genuinely unplayable stuff.
Okay.
Like, major fix was at least between the PS3 and the PS4 versions, that's just hardware quirks, was using the drive forms in Kingdom Hearts 2. And PS3 version, it took quite a bit. It was quite a slow load using the drive forms, like the transformations, for some reason. I'm assuming it's just a hardware quirk. And the PS4 version is completely fixed. But that quirk is still there in the PS3 version, which you probably haven't seen yet.
No,
The key.
oh shit, that was 2.
Look at all that coin.
Yes, there is money.
Ah, well.
Fuck it.
Yeah, might just do it as well.
These are only for the run, right?
This is only for the one, yeah.
You can gift it now.
Yeah, that actually was my goal.
Everyone makes offerings to my relatives upon Olympus. I wish to make an offering to you.
So will you see Chaos in the hub, or do you only encounter him here?
You only count them here, this is his farm.
Hmm. Thanks. Question mark?
In the name of Hades.
Okay.
He actually has quite a good keeper.
I'm not arguing with that, considering how, you know, you can only counter him by chance most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do with the backstab damage.
Technically, you technically use him to have an alternate pathway choice, can't you?
Yeah, this is also.
Hit this spot. Charon, mate. Now, hypothetically, if I provided you with, say, 1,000 coins, would you be willing to give me a ride in your beautiful boat? Upriver, I should say, specifically.
Say if it was downriver, this would be a different story.
Whoa.
I had to ask.
I bet you said yes, but he just completely just does not understand him.
Could be.
Hold it, Zagreus. I sense something. Is that...
Oh, even the characters can tell somehow.
So even they are now...
Is there ever a point where any of the characters will be like, "You've been here so many times, just go ahead, pass through"?
Yeah, actually is.
Yes. Do they actually let you pass through, or are they just mocking you?
Ask Nyx about them for me sometime. Here, I'll give you a chance to ask her very soon.
I'm sorry, but we did this already, so.
So we'll do it again.
So also yeah, one of the upgrades is like that we didn't pretty much have.
Don't get cocky.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I can see the benefit with the reflection on the spear, but not against Meg, by the looks of it. I don't know. A bit too dangerous. You need to be mobile with that attack.
It's not as good as dash, but it
Yeah, the dash is
still has
more practical.
some use.
On different enemies, it's probably more ideal. It's just that attack in particular, you need to be moving. You know, you're still fine. Yeah, not much topics to bring up right now. You know, I've
it's
spent
like
a good majority of the last
especially
one.
boss when it's like I need to concentrate still a bit, so.
I need to fill the void, but I don't know what it is yet. I've already asked the relevant questions to Mega already.
Okay, that was close enough to bump.
I guess relevant to Megara. It makes me wonder why in the Disney adaptation they chose specifically Megara for the Hercules storyline. I'm not sure she has that much relevance to Hercules.
I actually not entirely sure because like Megamet is like the Fury Sisters like the reason could just be that Hercules adapted her a bit differently.
Oh yeah, her adaptation in the movie is completely different to the original. But let me see.
Also, you may have noticed since I already beat mech with the spear, I now get darkness instead of the Titan blood like previously, which
Makes sense.
is really useful now because that means I get more benefits like for upgrading.
Oh, never mind. Megara is the wife of Heracles, or Hercules. Never mind, I'll shut up. I guess they just wanted a relationship that was the most normal to work with, that is pseudo-superhero.
Could be.
Let me see where this goes. Since we're here, might as well run with the myths and all that.
But I'm a bit worried for this one because I haven't found any hearts yet. So I still have like 50 HP, which is not a lot.
Ah, you're fine. Just don't get hit.
Yeah, but you still get hit sometimes, which is not the best. And goddammit, those top 2 now because of the chaos thing.
Yeah, I still need to get something lore of the Greeks or whatever, any mythologies at this point. Because I am interested to know what they are. I just want to make sure it's a consistent source, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I know Wikipedia exists, but that thing changes all the time. Considering how inconsistent the mythologies actually are.
Yeah, because like so many interpretations of all those things have in like actual literature, so...
Yeah, it doesn't help. Prime example, actually, would be the apple sin in the Bible, you know, Adam and Eve and all that. In the actual text descriptions, at least is what I believed, it's never actually depicted that the fruit is actually an apple. It's just that yeah, it's only referred to as an apple in the visual media and such. It's never described as an apple, so it's just what was associated as an apple.
Wow. Next you're telling me it wasn't even a snake?
Well, the snake gave it, but it's just like, as to it being an apple or not, could have been anything. Could have been a pear. A pear makes sense, I guess.
Huh.
The doctor hates pears, so there must be a reason.
But they also thought like apples.
Hmm.
Oh, nice. One of my favorite NPCs.
Ah. We shall see in a minute.
Come on, I can give you stuff for the first visit. Fuck.
Eurydice. Eurydice? Whatever. I'm assuming goddess of nature of some sort, right?
Don't think goddess just, you know, 3-person.
Of course, your favorite person is something that isn't quite human. I can relate.
It's never been one of my favorites. I mean, I think the design is cool, but...
Personality is also outshining.
Yeah, and she's like one of the best key sips in the game.
Oh, okay. So,
Also,
ticking all the boxes.
She also just gives me free stuff.
Yeah, so ticking all the boxes.
Let's upgrade the ones we have. Fix your stuff. No.
Nope.
You gave me fucking gift stuff.
Nope.
God damn it.
Nope. Gotta meet her again.
Yeah, at some point.
This is a free floor. Almost mixed up 2 words. Flea floor. Boat ride. Which isn't really going anywhere. It's just a loading screen, if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
That's the thing with RNG-esque games or roguelites, whatever, is like you never know what you encounter on the next run. Like the one we just saw there. I bet you there were some people who played this game never saw her.
No, the doesn't have like it's. I think it's fun to happen at some point.
You know what I mean? Like if they're not convinced enough, you know, they might stop midway or something like that.
If they stopped early enough, yeah.
They'll probably never see her. Yeah, stuff like that. If you just don't commit just enough, you never know.
Yeah.
That's the curse with these types of games, is that you never know what will show up, so you just want to go again and see what changes. how they get you. That's how they get you to stay in the game.
Yeah, I mean, the just one more run is so...
Very addicting.
Yeah.
Drink your cough syrup.
Don't have it on me, but yeah. Yeah. This cast is good, especially against the Battle-Hardened. Because it stays in one place, actually.
Is there any upgrades that, you know, like you get like I guess a 0.25% extra bonus to damage per kill, something like that in a row without getting hit?
Not... There is one key set that gives you, like, first lane enemies a bit of a bonus damage thing, but not to that degree, because, like, the stacking is...
Yeah. I know that can get broken, but it seems as like, just don't get hit. You know? It sounds easy. Then the enemies start, for some reason, get really hard about that, and decided to womp at you.
Oh, I actually have money.
Oh, do you have to pay to open that?
Sorry?
You have to pay to open that one?
No, I would have gotten stuff. Ooh, Phantom Chamber.
Oh, this is the one. Okay.
Yeah.
So upgrading it just makes the fountain pay more, basically.
It actually allows it to spawn as a room, because otherwise there wouldn't be friendly rooms in here.
I mean, okay, yeah, the first one, yeah, that makes sense, but the future upgrades, I mean.
But yeah, I think that the upgrades then do also increase how much you heal.
Okay. Well, so.
He also is quite a good.
So you don't have a dash upgrade yet. You kind of need one at some point.
Because I don't have stuff that regularly knocks things back yet, so.
What fruit is that? I want to say for some reason a pomegranate. Is that how you pronounce it? Well, it's got like
it's
one of those fruits.
like
it's one of those fruits with like a lot of seeds in it for some reason. This asshole.
Can't dash into them. Remember this.
There's noticed on the bar on the left. That's all the upgrades you've collected so far, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And it's if I do this, I can also have do that thing, but it doesn't pause the game.
It doesn't
so
pause the game. Of course, it doesn't. So what determines leveling it up then? Is it just using the abilities?
No, that's the palm things. Then
Okay.
you can select which ones you upgrade.
Like at some point, I get familiar with the HUD. So I'm guessing this dash just does an attack per dash, something like that.
Yeah, it's the one that I just picked up from the side on where I can dash into things and knock them back if they allow knockback.
And is you double dashing making the attack happen twice then?
Yeah.
Work.
But, you know, it's a boss. I don't want to constantly dash into it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the only problem with this dash is that you still have to be next to enemies, but that renders the dash kind of counterintuitive, so you can't use it as a method of attack. It's more defensive.
It works against smaller mooks, and you also break them up a bit, so...
Yeah, but don't use it as a form of attack, though. You just use it as a bonus for dashing.
Yeah.
They just happen to be next to you, great, but just don't over-rely on it yet.
And also, one upgrade I got like at the start is like this calls where
Rage
if I
meter.
don't get stuck, you get like a boost up and here just dash around, and once you get all the 5 bars at the left full, you do it for way longer.
Your rage meter, basically.
Yeah, something like that.
But you can use it at any point in the bar, though, right?
Yeah.
As long as you filled up one of the
it's
gauges.
every completely filled one, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And it also resets per chamber, so there's no point in saving it.
Oh, so every room it resets.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you should be using it whenever.
So this is also like games and I like, where it's not like you're never using it because you are afraid of
Save
wasting
it for
it.
later. Look at you, Spyro.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Because it takes so long to build up the damn thing. We only saw it the most right at the end. Does it provide you with invincibility frames, or is it,
Yeah, this one does, like, I'm completely vulnerable for it.
that sounds almost
disable.
broken.
Yeah, I mean, it's only for a few seconds, but it is quite strong.
Very, very useful few seconds. Yeah, it'll just come back.
And yeah, this is also why I like manning one weapon, because I just got 150 from just the 2 bosses in darkness. So, which normally, like, if you pick it up, normally you take ages.
It lets you shy 1 coin for an upgrade. Typical.
Nah, I need 500 for the next Death Defiance, but I also have enough keys to see what other upgrades are there. We'll see what I spend it.
If you broke a couple of pots every once in a while, you would have had that 1 coin at some point.
Yeah, but this isn't coins, and you know, they are also like not the special ones, because these don't contain shit.
Although that I get, but you know what I meant in the last floor.
Yeah. No, yeah, let's upgrade. I still don't have the quit thing, which I really want. So for those, it's actually a bit more practical to use it on the dash thing.
Yeah, the low tier mooks, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I mistime it.
Are those chariots or are they just statues?
Those are just statues.
They look like enemies. They stick out too. Yeah, okay, there it is.
Yeah, but oh yeah, they do attack.
It's like, why do they stick out? They're colored in and everything. So you're using the... I'm not sure what to label it properly. The rage mode. Does it allow you to go over pits as well?
I don't think so.
Well, we'll never know now.
Yeah, it's good. I'm guessing that one's actually quite good as well. And
I've noticed that for some reason the doors have a size difference. That just determines the difficulty or something?
no, I think it's just environmental
Cosmetic.
details for some reason.
I just find it odd. It's just like, smaller door is lesser value important room or something like that. More damage than it should have.
And it also doesn't feel like it should have worked a bit.
Watch out for that really slow projectile.
Yeah, I'm losing so much unnecessary health again.
Yeah, I feel like you got the... Might be just me. I feel like you got the wrong upgrade for the spear, just for the main attack upgrade.
I don't really have a main attack upgrade now, so that's also part of the issue.
Ah, that's why. It's like, hang on, this don't feel broken enough. Or at least viable.
Hey, there's actually money in there. Yeah, let's see what Kevin has. I have at least something.
What was the outcome of that going to be?
Come on.
I guess we'll never know now.
Yay, I'm actually one gold shot.
Of course, it's Zeus that's last. Typical. Wasn't feeling it today.
Oh well, permanent upgrade. So, sometimes you have these things where there's 2 symbols, so let's find out what happens there.
Oh, okay. This is the fuck it run, isn't it?
Whichever god I don't pick won't be pleased.
So, we already
yeah,
have... You already got Poseidon, so...
Yeah, I also got a Hades Iris one as well. But so there's two lines of thoughts with this. You can either pick the one that has the like where it's easier to repercuse, so that you actually pick the one that's harder to survive against. Or what I do, I pick the one I like more, and that is Poseidon.
Okay, I was gonna say I would have picked Ares, but whatever. It's not him.
Yes, Rapture is good because then they take damage from being knocked back.
I feel it's less that they got upset they didn't get picked, and more like they're just being an impatient shit for not being picked first.
Yeah, that's gods for you.
I think I will. Well, it's just gods being hypocritical. It's just like, they're supposed to be helping you.
Yeah, but they want to be the one helping you, and not
Narcissistic shit.
that others help you.
So what would have changed if you picked Ares first then?
Yeah, Poseidon would be mad at me, and then Poseidon would throw stuff at me.
Yeah, but you know what I meant. How different would it be?
I actually don't recall
Because you don't let this happen to you.
because I don't really pick Poseidon often.
Yeah, you don't not pick him. Well, that would have been your time to find out. Okay, so the benefit is you do get both if you do it right.
You get both of them, so you should be doing it.
Still should have picked Ares first.
Yeah, let's go with this one. Again,
Ares or Zeus?
I don't want to do a boss fight, so this skull usually indicates harder fight, so...
Still have to fight though.
Yeah, but... not the ultra hard stuff, so...
You could... I don't think of topics. Anything happened recently? This, I guess, controversial. I don't know. Fields of topic.
Oh,
That's
something
gone.
that I actually wanted to bring up at some point.
Hmm?
Did you notice that esports is now Olympic and what games they picked for it?
I think I've heard of this a while ago, probably. But which ones would be picked? Is it esports? I'm guessing Overwatch is not one of them.
No.
No. Would Dota be considered?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh. It's gotta be in that category of Dota, though, right?
No, it's none of the established ones. It's,
Okay,
so the only
is it-
two ones that are kind of relevant.
I want to say it's something car related for some reason.
Yeah, there is Gran Turismo as one, which kind of makes sense, like sim racing, but they should have picked, I think, iRacing, which is the best one suitable.
What was the other one then?
Then there's chess, which is not Olympic in itself, but
I mean-
apparently.
No, that makes sense. It's been in the Olympics before in history, but okay.
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
label
it's like,
that-
why esports? Why not just regular
Yeah,
chess?
it's not an esports thing, but whatever. I mean, it keeps
Yeah,
things
it's like
global. I get it, but
So then there's Just Dance.
I mean, okay.
And then there's a bunch of mobile games for tennis, archery, taekwondo. So like games
Mobile
nobody
games. Mobile games.
heard about. Yeah. Like an archery mobile game, they kind of just got released for the Olympics specifically, I think.
Oh, just get the sponsorship back to Sega and Sonic with the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. Just do that. That's what you've done
Yeah,
before.
it
Just
would be
go back to the
better.
old ways. As much as I wanted an actual Mario Sonic crossover, they had a system that was working, for fuck's sake. That still bothers me that Mario Sonic's never really had a real crossover, just this, party game.
Yeah.
It sucks.
But it's like the selection is so out of touch. Like, I mean, I'm not that
Very.
so surprised, but it's like,
Mobile
holy my
Games?
expectations were low, but
How much were they being paid to allow these Olympic Games, you know, these mobile games to be Olympic?
I don't wanna know. But yeah, it's like the list is so pathetic. So it's like,
Chess, I can get chess. Being on esports, it allows it to be global, so any player in the world will be allowed to attend the tournament, whatever. That I get that.
yeah.
But Just Dance, that's a party game. You don't use a party game as an Olympic event. It's not competitive. You can't make it competitive, no matter how much you think it is.
Exactly with the mobile games, where it's like, I mean, I don't play any of them, but like apparently they are, because the mobile games pay to win. It's like,
It's like
probably really shallow mechanics and everything.
It's like the Game Awards all over again, or any awards thing. It's just biased, paid off bullshit.
Yeah. Which, I mean, how much for huge sporting events, but
I was just curious. Okay, Just Dance, that's owned by Ubisoft. Are these other games handled by Ubisoft as well?
Fuck, I actually don't know.
That's the real question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good question. And I'm
fine
so
now.
happy that I got some healing in that last.
Let's find out.
Also, I think I'm sure if we counted them, they just suicided you and tried to explode. Fun!
Let's see. I think I haven't looked it up correctly.
Hey, I fulfilled the prophecy. Neat.
Oh, nice. That's an achievement right there.
Please give me healing, please give me healing. Good enough.
Think about it.
So, 3 lives, 50 health. Well, let's see.
Let's see. Okay, a lot of people is agreeing that the game selection does not make sense at all.
Yeah, it's so bad.
There's still time to probably revise them, but Just
No,
Dance.
they won't.
Just Dance. Fuck you, Theseus.
Yeah, it's like he really hates us, and he doesn't realize that we actually got it in his short respect.
All he's missing is eating an apple. That will confirm it entirely.
Yeah.
Alright, so now you got the weapon you actually want. Let's see if you actually do it right this time. You missed. Not a good indicator when he's attacking, is there?
No, because he's off screen and it's like,
Oh, you guys that little radical, but even I forget to focus on it. Yeah, that's really subtle and easy to miss.
Also, there's a reason why I focus Asterios first all the time.
Why aren't you?
Because his second phase, Theseus' second phase sucks, and you don't want to deal with the Minotaur at this point. Still.
That reticle is way too small for its own good. Fuck you, Theseus.
Damn it. You can also deflect this one.
Oh man. I can tell when a run isn't quite as good as it could be, and this be one of them.
So?
I can tell when a run isn't as good as it could be. This is one of them. It's just the hand you've been dealt with, man. You know.
I think it's still because I'm a bit too weak and I don't fight them well enough.
Doable, but not great.
So, 7 HP is not a good outlook.
Nope.
And this is also like why I like this build, because he has the fucking
Fuck
shield.
you, that shield. Be easier if you could just exploit, you know, being able to throw projectiles past walls, but nope.
Nah, I mean that would make the game a bit too easy.
Well, that makes Theseus too easy. And nobody wants that, apparently. At least he can keep his distance. That's... Never mind.
You know, at least you got him somewhat to half HP getting there.
Yeah, but wasn't your best run.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad one, but yeah.
Next one should go better, hopefully. The RNG gods should allow it.
I just knew that you'd be back soon as I heard you face the champion of Elysium himself. You know, I've heard that among mortals, it's an honor to be killed by somebody like Theseus.
No, it's not.
Thanks, Hypnos.
Famous too.
Maybe.
To be fair, our main protagonist, I've never really heard of him, so that says a lot.
Is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? He must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
I only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your lord father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
Who?
Oh no.
This,
I wonder what became of Dusa. She's always worried father's going to fire her even without something like this.
I don't think we've seen her yet.
no, we haven't. Sadly.
I should check in with the house contractor.
You could.
Oh, it's actually repaired. Neat.
Well, what is?
Everybody knows exactly how to give you
The launch.
Oh, whatever. I must have gone to work on that immediately.
You keep an eye on father for me, boy. Don't let him sour up everyone's mood.
Worf.
Cerberus promises to do exactly that, in his own way.
Best boy. No, he isn't the best boy. That's still Missile.
I don't know, I'm picturing an alternate one in mind recently.
Is that you,
Really?
boy?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Cerberus, look who it is. He's back.
Cerberus looks mournfully toward the prince.
Yeah, I know. I died again.
To drag the dog into this, father.
It's not their fault.
Anything you say to me, you say in front of Cerberus.
Cerberus is always a grey area of how you refer to it. You refer to it as a singular entity or 3 people.
I'm not sure, yeah.
How does that work?
You're asking right, good contractor. Well worth the fruits of your hard work, I'm sure.
You're not going to use it on anything else.
Not really. To get for 2 diamonds.
A break. That's... What?
Say?
Alright, just the way it was described to give the contractors a break. What's the room down there? I haven't seen that.
This is the launch.
Ah, never been in there yet.
And whilst your sisters are away, you bear their burden of responsibility as well.
I understand. It's just, am I supposed to keep pretending nothing's changed? This house is cracking at the seams, and no one's going to admit it?
I mean, you could make the change, but why do that? We can just be where you are right now.
Although in what condition, it is ours to decide. Our obligation is to keep the house in order.
The definition of order.
You're right, of course, you're right. I'll do my best. I'll do my best for both our sakes, Nix.
You do your best at dying.
Hey, the lounge is open.
A commemorative board adorns one of the stoic walls within the lounging area, celebrating and proclaiming the accomplishments of those who serve Lord.
Who's that meant to be?
That's Venator's
Won't
thing.
ever see my face up on that wall, I guess.
And you can also
Ah,
trade some
the shop.
stuff.
Okay. If you just can't be asked to find one.
Yeah. Which can't trade anything really. Well,
The prince himself. You want to talk to me?
Right, so I'm assuming this is supposed to be Medusa, right?
yeah.
Why is she just ahead?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I guess the joke just ran to the ground now, how much Medusa gets beheaded. Might as well just leave her as
That
ahead.
could be it, yeah.
Don't depict her as a cleaner, though. Not my first thought.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I do like the only thing of Hades I do know of was of Dusa, but not much about her. Just like she's ahead for some reason.
That definitely came to pass.
I can definitely tell she was made for being a marketable plushie, which I am assuming there is one.
I hope there is.
I'm gonna find out. Benefits for not actually playing the game. I can actually look up shit now.
Okay, this is the Athena ones. Spear, stuff. I can actually unlock some more here. Yay!
Bless you. Yes, there is an official Dusa plush, and it talks.
Okay. Wait, it even talks?
Yeah,
Nice.
it talks. Yeah, she even has a feather duster as well. She can as an accessory.
Awesome.
And the snake on the top actually holds it in its mouth. It's fucking cute.
You have to send me a link. This sounds awesome.
I will.
Yeah, not going to bother with any of those because I'm pretty close to the next Death Defiance and I really wanted my health, so let's just head out again.
It's actually a sensible price considering, you know, marketable stuff. It's about 30 quid. Considering how big this thing is, it's quite sensible. It's electronic
That's
and
actually
everything.
quite sensible, yeah, like 20 quid is nothing.
Yeah, I'll try to remember to give you a link. If they still have it, or whatever. Just make sure you know it exists.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know a thing about it. Definitely
I'll link it later, just I need to remember and write it down.
onto yours, some of which appear to still be unavailable to you, as I understand.
Unlock those first, then, huh?
Okay.
I do like the tutorial system with Skelly where he kind of gives you hints, but does it vaguely.
Of course. Only on the bosses you struggle at.
Yeah.
That's the third room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means she will never comment anything about the second room then?
Maybe. Yeah, let's just go.
Oh, not the dash. The dash would have been sensible.
And to be fair, the caster phase is also quite good.
But reflection dash.
Also, it's with chaos again, because why not?
Anarchy! Oh, you got 3 paths this time. If I'm reading that correctly. I'm curious about this because I don't recall this being a thing, but I don't know anything about Greek mythology, so what do I know?
Yeah, I also didn't know about chaos anyway, but it makes sense to be something like that.
Let's see. Chaos.
Oh wow. Yeah, let's just fucking go from 7 HP.
Okay, so it says here, chaos is the mythological void state preceding the creation of the universe in Greek creation myths. Huh. Basically the origin of the world, and for some reason he's having a word with you.
Because I visited him and I'm nice.
Yeah, this makes sense. Like, okay, so chaos predates the gods and everything. So
yeah,
as to what the hell he's doing talking to you is under scrutiny right now. Surprised Ragnarok didn't bring that up. Well, not Ragnarok. Sorry, just God of War in general. But I guess they just didn't find a use for him at that point. Sorry, I'm mixing. It doesn't help that Kratos is Greek mythology and he enters into Norse. So excuse me if I'm mixing things up.
This is also so like when he killed all of Greek mythology, right? So
almost, but yeah, pretty much. I mean, he didn't mean to. It was just not the way, you know. I think
he was angry. They were there in his way.
It's mostly they got in the way. But yeah, I guess either they forgot to implement chaos, or just like they just didn't encounter it.
I mean, he isn't a god, so that's also
yeah.
Like
It's not a god. It's more of a existing being per se. It's part of the world. So maybe indirectly killed it.
I don't think you can even kill it. It's like this is almost like the fundamental forces of the universe. It's like, how do you kill something like that?
Well, I can think of a way. How much do you know happens in God of War 3?
Nothing actually. Like,
Okay, I'll keep it ambiguous then. You just know that, that those other gods are gonna
I know
die.
that he unleashed the Titans.
Yeah. We know we're gonna kill those gods. That's definitely gonna happen, considering I'm sure they're setting it up. But, I'll keep it ambiguous. Who knows, God of War 3 might happen sooner than later, for all I know.
Ooh, I have health again.
A new effect.
Yeah, was let's go boons.
When you go down to the chaos thing, it only takes away your health, not permanently lowering your health,
No,
right?
I can heal it back, yeah, and the boon that I took, like, lowered my max health for a bit, but now it's back, so...
Okay. Just make sure I was
But
reading
yeah,
that correctly.
starting with 7 HP, it was a bit scary.
But it's the first floor, so you can get away with it.
It's like... You can risk it there, because, the chamber's also easier.
This is the gamble I always tackle with these types of roguelike. Binding of Isaac is the only thing I compare with. There's a point where you get to whether you want to risk, like you have a build that's really good and you're confident that you could get to the end of the game. But,
yeah, and then you become careful.
Yeah, but then there's a problem of like, if I fuck up here, I've wasted all that time trying to get to the end when I could have spent that time trying to get resources for the next run that'll be better. You know?
Yeah. So,
this is always a
now we have
gamble.
like the knockback for Poseidon on the special, which is really good.
Knockback's always good.
So like, because it also is like this wall
impact damage.
Yeah.
That's always a plus. What's the point of pushing if I can't use that wall?
It's only a bit annoying for like those annoying ranged enemies where you actually want them to be close. Keys.
Trying to think of other topics. Just like anything new besides
like
the Olympics, what you just mentioned, but that's very recently, so... I'm sure stuff has happened, or at least announcement-wise. Oh, yeah, stuff that happened to me today. So, I think yesterday there was DLC being added to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, more stuff is happening, whatever. It's only just till now recently playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I'm like, I don't like Mario Kart in general anymore now. Fuck.
Ooh, why?
Because I played so much of Crash Team Racing, I much prefer it because it's purely skill-based rather than the bullshit luck that is the RNG of Mario Kart and its items.
Oh, that is fair.
I got fed up because a lot of the time when I was playing through the DLC, I couldn't even enjoy the tracks for what they are because of the amount of RNG bullshit that is the items ruining runs so badly.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm having a comfortable stroll in the lead. Fuck you, red shell, blue shell, red shell.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's like, I know this is the Mario Kart experience, but like, I'm not having fun anymore. What's going on? And it didn't help, I was trying to constantly fight the mindset of playing... I played Crash Team Racing so much, I was having that gameplay mindset stuck on me. I couldn't switch back. So I've been ruined now. It's just like, I much prefer a kart racer of skill rather than absolute luck. Well, I tried looking it up as well, other people agree me. It's kind of middling mixed results of like, no, Mario Kart's skill, I swear it is. It's not luck. Yeah, try to explain those red shells smacking you in the back 3 times in a row. I don't know. It's just where I am right now, I guess.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, it's like, it's also why I never really had the best time getting into it. And I also don't like the fast trip mechanics.
That damn rubber band AI was strong as ever as well. That didn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of why we, like, you will agree that like Sonic Rubber Blast Kart is a better experience because that is purely skill, and you actually got decent at it.
Yeah. Still, keeping pace with you is such an insane task.
That it is, but the fact you're able to keep up is more than enough.
I forgot what that is. Oh, that's fine.
Hey, it's me again.
Ah, okay, I don't know which.
The random benefit.
Yeah. Also reasons to like Artemis. Hair call is amazing because it does so much damage and there's a critical chance.
I see the appeal.
Fine day to you.
You ever considered having a mint?
Let's have a look at your supply, shall we?
Thanks.
All those pots, and you tell me then they have nothing in them.
We meet
Yeah.
again.
It sucks knowing that.
I heard what happened.
You have to pay to make the pots worth something. It's just
You really did.
so wrong.
That Hydra was a total bastard, though. Bastards. But you sound perfectly
Bastard,
impressed with me there, Meg.
singular.
I feel so flattered.
This is the
Still
server.
one entity.
Yeah, it's like this is the server's problem.
Yeah.
I don't think there is a plural.
Changes nothing.
Second verse, same as the first.
This one had something in it.
She won't get affected by the spike traps, will she?
I think she's too fast for that.
And also she can fly. I've seen enough games where flying for some reason ignores traps.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, the finesse thing.
No.
I did not aim it there.
Home, Zagreus.
This is also like why the finesse cast is also quite good, but you know it's a cast, so it's a bit limited, so it's a downside.
A bit more practical than just using the spear for the reflection
Yeah,
function.
it's better than the spear did.
It's better because it's slightly slower, so it actually does
And it's
more.
also way wider, so...
Yeah. I don't know why this is bothering me. I'm not entirely sure, again, me not knowing mythology, why the Chosen to have Megara only have one wing.
I
Except
don't
for
know
if she
either.
ain't. But let's find out. I gotta have topics, and this is the one.
I'm already happy that I like how consistently I can beat both her and the Bone Hydra.
I'll take that.
It seems the Fury failed to do her job.
Looks to be just a stylistic choice.
Going up.
You do encounter the other fates, don't you? Where's her Furies? Sorry. Yeah, you do encounter them, right?
Yeah.
Do they run the same aesthetic?
Getting warmer.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
It's at some point when we beat Meg often enough to actually call in the others.
Yep, that makes sense. Can't make it too easy. But I'm assuming by that point you've gotten enough upgrades that you should be able to tackle it.
Yeah, it's honestly like at the point I counted them, they weren't that much of an issue because the attack patterns are still quite similar.
Okay.
Or maybe I just misremember it because I played it so much now that I don't care which one shows up.
But I'm assuming that the other Furies have same wing idea, I guess.
Yeah.
So Nosy Meg's is the right wing. I'm assuming one of the other Furies has a left wing and one has both. Oh, we'll find out later at some point.
I think not both, but yeah, I think it alternates.
We'll find out.
Long ago stood by my side against the Titans with that thing in hand.
I just thought of the thing.
Damage.
So, did you ever see Thor Love and Thunder? Is that what it was?
No, I did not because I
You're not
didn't hear
missing
the
out.
best things about it, and then I was like, okay, why should I bother?
You're not missing out. And that film's iteration of Zeus was boring. Just boring. It's just like, Zeus is an asshole? Well, I didn't hear that before. But he's not even an entertaining asshole, he's just an asshole
Yeah.
because he can be. Nah, they did him wrong. And it's worse as well that there's a deleted scene that actually did him better. It's like, what the fuck? Why is this not in the film? That film was a mixed bag, and kind of shows Taika Waititi's weak spot in movie making. Good for comedy, not for MCU stuff.
Yeah, which is a shame because Ragnarok was so good.
But then you come back to it, it's like, you really want comedy Thor? I don't want serious Thor back. And it's kind of the problem, really. Catch-22 right there. Like, you want humor, okay, but you're gonna lose all the character he's had before.
Yeah.
It's just a clashing in style and writing. It just doesn't work. I mean, in Ragnarok it worked because it was kind of like the transitional phase. It kind of worked, I suppose, but
And it still was like some point serious as well, but
yeah.
I get ya.
But then once we got to Love and Thunder, it was just, oh, he's pure comedy. All that seriousness he had is gone. It's just gone. I miss it.
Yeah, I honestly more mad about how it was like handled in
Endgame.
Endgame, yeah.
I get what they were going for. Even I wasn't exactly super happy with Fat Thor.
It's like there is this kind of that he's just clearly fucking depressed, and that actually is cool character development. And they played it so much for a joke, and it's like
they could have done it
nobody
better.
in the MCU, like in the movie, don't get serious that their friend just has fucking issues right now.
The best we got, at least they addressed it in scene-wise, was, well, one with Rocket, not greatly, but at least they addressed it. The other was with Thor's mother. That was the closure he fucking needed, but still not fixed. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, the scene that he was still worthy of Mjolnir, that was definitely, he needed that.
Nice,
he so needed that, so badly. But then Love and Thunder just kind of undid that a little bit, annoyingly. Because, you know, in Love and Thunder, for some reason, Mjolnir gets fixed somehow. I'm not entirely sure how, to be honest. They kind of explained it, but not really. But whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Says, you fulfilled a prophecy, even though prophecies are shit.
One. So that's because I got my first dual boon. So sometime, like for some enemies, so some, not enemies, pretty much every god pair has like a unique ability to them when you have already two of them.
Yeah. The upgrade path.
Yeah. There's a whole wiki about this.
Still trying to think of topics, because we're still here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Guess we'll try to roll back with the whole MCU thing. Problem is, I've been out of the loop for a bit now. I've been missing out.
Like, I think the last one I saw was still Shang-Chi, because it was just a fun standalone movie.
Yeah, it worked as a standalone, with flaws, mind you, but it was still...
after credit, but still, like, the movie in itself, and I just love the fighting scenes in it.
Yeah, I've been out of the loop. I think it was either Shang-Chi or Doctor Strange. That was the most recent I saw. And anything else? I've been out of the loop. I've not seen Black Panther 2 or... I'm just not interested.
Yeah, it's so oversaturated.
It's like, great, we've made a new Star Wars. What have we done?
Yeah. I also still need to watch Ender because people say it's good, but I need to finish Steven Universe first.
Which is fair. It doesn't help that Mando is just now in season 3. It's good.
Yeah, which kinda not that interested as well anymore, even though I enjoyed it. So it's like
it's an improvement from Book of Boba Fett if you're worried.
Okay, good.
They actually learned the lessons. They're actually doing it properly again. Mando is treated back to the right hands again.
Actually, wait, is it already out? Like...
We're episode 2 now.
Okay, so I'm not that far off.
But yeah, it's just the first episode is just reassurance, and episode 2 is just like, okay, focusing on the plot again.
Okay.
Don't want to speak too much, or I'll spoil this for your sake. Just at least for episode 2, there was an enemy, whatever I'll label that. That was very interesting to see.
So, I was actually hoping for this. It's the God Gouge, the special ability, and it now fills up automatically over time, which is so good.
How quick is it? That's the question.
1% every 2 seconds, so it's like...
Okay, in the long run, it'll be practical.
Yeah.
It's just, it fills up.
Yeah.
A good automatic gauge is good. Let's see, what else? Bad Batch is still going, so that's all I can say. It's still going. Not really sure where it's going, to be honest. It's just there.
Yeah, it's like... Is it still so episodic, or is there more of an overarching plot now?
I think there is an overarching plot, it's just not as clearly connected, I suppose, if I had to label it.
Okay.
But it's just like... So far, right now, I'd label Bad Batch as just like... It's another season of Clone Wars. It's technically season 8. Or 9 now, I guess.
Yeah.
If you want to view it that way, that's what it is. It's just continuing onwards after Clone Wars. That's what it's doing. It's just the unlicensed Clone Wars.
Yeah, but it's still like...
Unlabeled.
It still feels because it's always the same characters. It's just like...
Not always. At least with the season 2 right now. So,
Okay.
Yeah, you do have to tolerate that at some point, you know?
Yeah, it's just like, it's not that I didn't enjoy it. It's just it felt a bit meaningless. Not the point.
I've definitely felt that. I get you. I mean, the episodes on their own are definitely entertaining, but we're kind of here for the big storyline that is here. But it's just not as the major focus. But there is something going on.
Okay.
I think with the second recent episode, I don't know, like 2 episodes ago, whatever, they got these clone trooper armor designs, which I swear they are designed from a video game. I think they're like clone trooper helmets, but the visor glows blue. If that makes sense. The black bit is glowing blue. Is that from a game?
I honestly don't know the Clone Wars games too well, so I can't really tell.
I do know that like Mandalorian definitely did implement a video game Clone Wars like a stormtrooper design, like the flamethrower one. That design was straight from the Star Wars game. Yeah, they are using those materials. I do know that. I mean, you know,
but to do something with the legends.
Yeah, they're doing some stuff. Like straight up Mando's, you know, the initial blaster he had, the rifle, whatever. That is a reference to fucking the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh.
There's a sequence in the Holiday Special that is animated, like 2D animation, and for some reason Boba Fett has that blaster for some reason, that rifle. And it's just like, I'm just gonna give it to the Mandalorian. Fuck it.
I mean, he's a Mandalorian. Makes sense that he would also have it.
Yeah, but at least it looks cool in his hands, not in this random animated sequence that makes no sense in the Holiday Special.
Yeah.
I think that idea was from oh, what's his name? Director name. No, Iron Man. Help me.
The Iron Man director. Fuck, I don't know.
I know it. It's annoying me now. Thanks. Thanks, me.
Serious on my health. Serious on my health.
I have to look him up.
I need my health. And
I can see him. I can see his face. Jon Favreau. That's it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that man. I think that was his idea. Favreau's been very, like, any of the projects he's been involved, he's been decent at. We're gonna ignore Lion King for a minute at least.
oh, the live action one, you mean?
I think he directed it, but I don't blame him for that one. That's more Disney's
yeah,
fault.
I think no matter who you let it direct, it will always feel off. So
there's a big difference between directing and then art style choices.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Favreau pass on that one because I guess he does his best with
so
what he's given.
uncanny. Like, maybe it subsides when you watch more, but
it would help if they made the animals a bit more, I don't know, reactive, more lively, more expressions, something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, because it's just real life animals talking, and that's wrong. That's not how this works.
Anyway, the reason I approve Jon Favreau is just as a director, because I always liked his work, is that most of the work he does, he always insists on doing things practically. That includes practical effects. He's always been a push for it. Like, it shows at least in Iron Man 1 and 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, you know, there is an actual practical suit that probably explains why the CGI for the film works so well, because they have a great reference. They actually have the full suit, you know, for both the, like, Mark II, the Mark III, and the Mark I. The Mark I is a full practical suit. I think it's barely CGI in the film. Only when it's flying, naturally. But the Mark I suit is a practical suit, and it's fucking huge. So I always love when they do practical stuff.
Yeah, it's such a big step in having things still hold up after years.
And it definitely shows when Favreau was involved with Mandalorian, because the majority of the film was utilizing new technology and practical effects. That includes Grogu. I think he was insisting that it would be practical effects. They were going to use CGI, but they got the practical models like, no, we can do this. We can make this work.
Yeah.
That also includes the IG robot, the assassin robot.
Yeah.
He was
that
initially...
also looks fucking fantastic.
Yeah, so fun fact, originally he was going to be pure CGI, but they needed a reference model, so they made a mock-up model. The thing is, the mock-up model looks so damn good, it's like, wait, we can actually use this. Hang on, give us a minute.
Yeah.
So I think they only had the torso up, basically, but it's like, no, we can use this is actually usable. Fuck it. Forget the CGI, make it usable. And so most of the scenes, it's a practical robot. It's choices like this makes me appreciate films when using practical effects. And yeah, that's why I like Favreau. He insists on using it. Don't need to use CGI all the damn time. I miss the glory days.
Now I have to make choices.
Making it right now. He can't really regret it if he doesn't permanently die.
Sorry?
So, Hades saying that you will regret it, but it's like, you can't really regret it down here, you know? Anything you do is going to be for beneficial sake.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm actually regretting this because you lost one Death Defiance to it.
But you're rebelling against Hades, and that means it's a win.
And holy shit, am I bad at dodging right now?
That's the arrows. Unless there's, like, certain projectiles that can't be deflected.
So, because I really wanted to have the one specific Poseidon boom, but I might just get it here, so let's just gamble.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
There's a chance.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Could have gone for a guarantee, but no.
It could be... yeah, let's just go with the 5 because prophecies. No.
I was gonna say, like...
Upgrade. I need the damage upgrade.
I was gonna say, like...
Fuck, it's you!
What's special about him?
It's stupid butterfly of death.
Well, as long as you keep attacking him, the butterfly shouldn't be a problem.
That also, you know, you have to keep an eye on all of them so that they don't spawn and give you more troubles.
And so he's like, do you have to? No, these are the respawning enemies. And they just keep
Maybe
going
I
and
just
don't stop.
Farm those and then just... it already failed.
Is there like a limit to how many they can respawn with?
No, they just constantly spawn.
There must be a cap, this doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I think I need to put this in a bit more. So, yeah.
Just focus on him, he's almost dead.
Okay, good Artemis. Like, it's such a good room clearer, especially against bosses. Oh, no, you fucking don't.
So, I wasn't fully, I'll ask in a minute.
Thanks.
I'll let you clear this first before I ask my question. Die faster.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you got it anyway. So,
Okay. Rapture. Nice.
what I was going to ask, because you, in the last stream, you given the option for Daedalus. What does he provide exactly? I wasn't paying attention to
He
him.
upgrades your weapons.
You're already decent.
So, like, each weapon has like specific upgrades. Like, the one that I love the most is the crit on the return of the special.
Right.
There's also one where it like hits up to 7 enemies and you just clear entire rooms. Which if you get both of them, it becomes really, really fucking powerful.
That stuff you're just praying that it will be in your favor in the late game.
And I kind of want the knockback rupture thing because it adds so much damage for the special. Because now every time I put them away, they still take damage from that as well.
Also, knockback is just good for room. Give you some space, goddammit. I do wonder though.
Healing.
I do wonder though, like, you know, you only did so well in the last stream in particular because you had the bow. I wonder if because it was the bow that got you there that easily.
Maybe.
Because it didn't look like you were having difficulty with it, to be honest.
I'm actually struggling a bit more right now. It's like, I need the keys. So.
Maybe try the bow next
Okay,
run?
it's not a proper boss, it's just tough enemies go. It's the point specifically.
The target reticle is way too small and easy to miss. It doesn't help it's pink, and these colors, it's really easy to miss.
Fuck you, invulnerability.
That icon is way too small. It's very easy to miss.
The thing is, like, you kind of don't really rely on it. You just have to assume that everybody wants to hit you all the time.
Yeah, naturally, but like earlier with Sisyphus, he has the same reticle thing. It's really easy to miss it, and he's really important that he needs time right to dodge.
And it also doesn't really give you an indication when it's going to be.
There's not even a sound effect to indicate that it's just about to fire.
God damn it. So, I used all my Death Defiance, so that's not good.
Twice.
Yeah, like I said, all of mine, so it's like I don't have one left.
Mm-hmm. Just die faster, damn it! Oh, so is he criticizing himself or the enemies?
So, choices.
Right. Now we get to know.
Yeah. Only have one critical, but 12.
No, that's good. That's a good one. Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't think favoritism applies here.
No, it absolutely applies, because I favor Artemis, so. And this is pick the only. No, actually, I'll probably pick Dionysus over him, because Dionysus is also just really chill. And it feels like especially mean to. Oh, yeah, he sends those tidal waves against you, which.
I'm not seeing anything Hades-ish exclusive, but it's there. Hades or Poseidon exclusive.
Oh.
You know, you could just help me instead of being shit.
Yeah, I wasn't the best one this time. But at least I got enough darkness.
You got room for one more run, he thinks.
Yeah.
So if you want to change something up, now's the time.
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you
She is cute, I wanted to know that. And I can see why I want to plushie for her now.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't associate her for being cleaner.
nice and cleaner. Yeah,
I can associate her being nice. She probably is a nice person when you get to know her. It's just being the cleaner is not what I would think of immediately. Though, again, me not knowing my mythology might be a good reason why they did this.
could be. Yeah.
Keep at it, lad. I've known great men throughout my life, and I can always tell when someone's better than their circumstances.
So what's with the room up in front? What's with the trophies, I guess?
This is the pre-hall to Hades' room.
Okay. I don't know why, but the white tree is sticking out to me. What is that? Correct with it, or is it just an environmental detail?
It's just, yeah, environmental details.
Don't just have a thing there and not have a plaque to describe what the fuck it is. It's like, that's a good excuse for some lore in case people were interested. Like me!
Yeah.
What's next? It's a precursor to the Yggdrasil tree. There you go.
Yeah.
Or the Drazel tree, whatever. Yggdrasil is used a lot in media. Actually, it's used in Digimon, surprisingly enough. Although it's referred to as Drazel, so... Bitch, I live here. If I want to occupy somewhere else, let me outside.
I grant you funding and autonomy to do this job upon your earliest convenience, contractor.
Won't let your birthright get you better.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. You look a little down. And so I was just wondering...
Hey, you can sing now. Yay.
Huzzah. Oh, one of the Argonauts.
I mean, I was just in the blood.
Oh, fancy that one, do you? Alas, I've not the heart to sing it anymore. I'm glad you like it, though.
Why'd you even ask?
The lounging area within the House of Hades is a dismal place to be.
Doesn't look that bad. It's quite quaint, to be honest. Except for the... Assuming all that red tatters the couch that the Cerberus chewed up. Yep, with the claw marks and everything.
Yeah.
The ghost is still standing where the couches would be.
Give me the best deal you've got.
Yeah.
Why do you have to pay for all this? You live here.
Gemstones. Yeah, no. That's not
What's
the
that you're drinking, Meg? Anything good?
The blood of a virgin.
As it's weak, enough to be mistaken for your blood.
I was right for blood.
Nice. Well, I'll just leave you to it then.
She actually comes about at some point.
Oh, yeah. Gotta give enough gifts at some point.
They approached me recently and offered me a boon of sorts.
Primordial chaos. Indeed, I know them well. They must have taken interest in your quest. I would advise that you beware their offerings, though know that chaos, whilst a trickster, is not a deceiver.
Bit grey. Tricksters and deceivers kind of go hand in hand most of the time.
I want to go like
Kinda, yeah. So yeah, this is like all the dual wounds that you get.
You gotta get all the
female
variants.
stuff.
Yeah, you know, the stuff you're gonna
all the
get, you will do at some point. Just don't focus
Yeah.
on it.
But I can focus on this. Death Defiance. 2 times.
It's expensive though.
My cast is good. This is also mostly not
Yeah, that's
bad.
quite practical.
And there goes all my darkness.
Hello, Skelly.
What's this one do?
I think I'm actually going to start equipping this.
There you go.
Because it's
Start.
really good for the fights. Because you pretty much get a shield for the boss fights.
Might help.
Fair enough.
You're getting pretty strong again.
Don't want to change your loadout?
Strong enough to smack
Use the
a
bow
guy
again?
right up
Because
against
it
the wall
worked quite well
and
last time.
pieces. Boom. You just
Wink,
remember,
wink, nudge, nudge.
also your friend.
Smack guys against walls.
Yeah, well, actually let's try it.
Yay! I have an influence.
Piece of work, I guess.
That's what it feels like when you were trying to influence me using a magic build in Kingdom Hearts and how it was not beneficial.
Yeah, you have a point there.
Watch as he actually gets to the 4th floor in this run.
Big Hades, he is disagreeable with all of us, not just with you. So don't you take it
No.
Yes, please. Because the special actually worked out quite well last time.
Alright. The only quirk I have with that attack is that I'm assuming it arcs in that direction only clockwise, never counterclockwise, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's something to keep in mind, like being up close.
Probably also should start using the cast to do extra damage because I unlocked it now.
Oh,
Which
that's
is
what
one
the
of the
icon means.
problems that at some point you have so much stuff to focus on that you just, spam your strongest attack and forget about the other ones.
It's basically, so I was wondering what that icon thing means. It's basically a curse idol, something like that, right?
Yeah,
And then if you received it, they get double the damage, something like that.
not double damage, it's I think 30% by now.
Either way, more damage. Does it work on bosses?
Yeah, it does.
Not sure if you were using it on them. Either way, yeah, that's just something I would be using all the time. Just only on the big enemies, mostly.
Let's get it. Boom.
It's an interesting quirk as well that, yes, you curse enemies, but you gotta remember to pick up said curse when you're done with them.
Yeah, because otherwise you can't cast it again.
Can you, like, if you forget to pick up the curse, will you lose it?
It will come back at you at some point, and like once you leave the chamber, it comes back.
Okay. Still, just remember to pick it up.
Cast his damage.
I was gonna say...
Maybe we find a good cast.
Yeah, it's like the first one's the only pure beneficial one.
It's
Right.
also the one that doesn't kill
Take away
me
anything.
for using my build right now.
Yeah. I think right now we just want to... Want to focus on seeing if we can just get a good run, rather than just unlocking stuff or whatever.
Oh god.
You're just having a terrible time right now with these enemies.
Yeah.
You want to restart, now's the time. It's not too
I mean,
late.
I'm not restarting because, like, what's the point? Like, if I die, I die.
No, I meant like, there's no shame giving up now because you just wasted a life this early and it feels wrong to waste a life this early.
Yeah, but I still can get resources and stuff like that, so...
It's my Binding of Isaac mindset going on right now. It's like, this weapon load is shit. Restart, I'll have a better one next run.
Like, even if this ends, like, Mega Way, I can still get stuff.
You still get stuff, yeah. The problem, that is the major issue with Binding of Isaac. Because there is resources, but, when you die, you lose all the resources and nothing transfers over, except the coins, your currency, whatever. That stuff does transition a little bit, but you gotta, one, have enough coins to deposit into the banks, and two, get to the banks to deposit them. And that's the problem when you're in the middle of a run and you feel like you want to give up. It's like, I got all this money, but I can't deposit it yet. Fuck.
Yeah.
But that's what Hades does better. Even though you've messed up a run, you still have the, supplies, whatever, the currencies, and
yeah,
sticks.
like, even with... it's way more roguelike than Binding of Isaac, because you actually, like, at some point, you brute force this game, like, even without the God mode, I think.
Yeah, you messing up, you're still making progress, no matter how little it may look like, whereas Isaac is pure random. As much as I like random in some things, others not so much. Look at you, Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I don't think random fits you, I'll be honest. At least that's the mindset I have with the power-ups. If they just nerfed the power-ups just a little bit, but then it would stop giving Mario Kart its recognition. Could you imagine a Mario Kart where the blue shell is actually somewhat avoidable without relying on that stupid horn upgrade?
That would be sensible.
It's like, it's only in Mario Kart 8 did they add the horn, the only thing that can counter the blue shell, if you happen to have it, which isn't often.
And it never shows up because you're the first one.
And when you do have it, oh no, the blue shell ain't gonna show up now. Oh, you just used it on a regular green shell. That's alright. Oh, I'm gonna throw a blue shell now. Fuck you. That's my experience in a nutshell. Meanwhile, like Road Blast 2 or Crash Team Racing, at least Road Blast 2 does have a blue shell equivalent, except the blue shell is only going to hurt you if you let it. So don't screw up. Then you get punished, as you should be. Make a mistake. Crash Team Racing does have a blue shell equivalent, kind of. It doesn't show up a lot, which I'm okay with. It only shows up when when it's appropriate, I suppose. That was the online element. But it does exist, but it's just like, I don't mind, it doesn't show up so often.
Yeah.
It's not going to show up 3 times in a row per race. It does not exist. It's like, once every 3 races it might show up. It's balanced enough. The game is so reliant on more actual skill to get in the lead that it is somewhat redundant.
I'm actually not liking this full layout right now.
I can see that.
I have to actually focus way more right now.
I was gonna say, you just don't like it because you're low health.
Yeah, but I'm low health because the one fight was absolutely terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Not for coins. Save me.
No, I don't think so. Why don't you give a gift to the Rock?
I can't talk to the Rock yet.
Dying now and then, and it's been hard, but hey, what can you do?
Oh well, keep your chin up. Me, well, I quit trying to get out of here a while back. But if I was a fire-stepping youngster like yourself, perhaps I would have stuck to it. Most excellent.
I could ask for healing, but he gives you so much darkness, you just have to take it.
Yeah, like, save the stuff for the next run. Ah, there's your healing.
Yay.
That was a regular found, not a commissioned one, I guess.
No, this is the commissioned one.
Oh, this looks completely
otherwise
different.
they're unsafe zones.
I was gonna say, this looks completely different to the last one you saw.
Yeah, because this is no Tartarus, so...
Ah, it's based on the floor, okay. The regular gold currency doesn't transition over, does it?
No, that doesn't transition.
You might as well spend it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what to spend it. But I kind of need the help.
You and he, you've been working together for a while, haven't you? You don't say. I'll pay for that.
The only quirk I wish they kind of implemented with the character cutscenes here is that all the characters you talk to don't have alternate emotive icons here. As you can see, they only have the one. I don't know, just some variants. You know, the quirks that most visual novels try to do, and then never do it at all. Sorry, pet peeve with visual novels.
Meg kind of gloats a bit too much because, like, I beat this so many times.
Yeah, but technically this is like your 6th encounter now. Not quite enough.
Yeah, it's like, but she only killed me like 2 times.
Mm-hmm. I'm having a feeling if you actually have successfully killed her, I'm assuming it's in a row rather than just, you know, amount of times. I'm picturing like maybe 10 times you encounter her, maybe something will change.
Yeah, that seems to be a good number for this.
Yeah, because if it's like 20, it's like, it's just enough to be repetitive. I'm just now thinking, more comparisons with Binding of Isaac, because the way the game works, the further in you go, the harder the game actually will get. And that includes like the first room bosses, and there's just one I just outright despise, because he just does too much damage for being the first room boss, whatever, and he's a little hard to read and too fast because you're in the early game. You're not nearly mobile enough to actually counter it. I think it was the. It was one of the poo enemies. There's literally Pooh. You fight Pooh in Binding of Isaac. That's its quirk. It doesn't care. Yeah, I hate the enemy because it's too tanky and it's too fast because it's the first room boss. It should be easier, but it's just not. And I don't like it. It takes so long just to kill as well. That's the only issue with doing runs with Binding of Isaac. That early game is just too agonizingly slow because you're not equipped enough.
Okay, good.
Being cocky there.
I started to choke at the end. Almost lost the Death Defiance, but yeah.
So you can add curse more than once then, by the looks of it?
Yeah, you can.
So
I'm not sure if it stacks.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, if the default is 30, right? Or we have set it to. Let me find out for you if it does stack. Actually, what's it labeled as? I mean, I've been referred to as curse because that's what it looks like.
Mirror upgrades.
But what's... Sorry again?
What you want to look at is the mirror upgrades that there should be.
Right.
And it's the cast. The
Cast.
curse thing.
I'm just putting cast. Just tell me that. Does cast stack?
But you're looking for the mirror upgrade of the cast, so I think you.
Yeah, but I'm asking. You know, you put 2 of the same curse on the same person. Does that stack?
Yeah, but like the mirror upgrade is what does it, so it's not like... I'm not sure if you find it if you search for the cast, that's my point right now.
No, I'm looking at it right now. The curse, yeah, I'm looking up whether or not you putting the same curse on the person twice, like you did with the boss, does it stack? I'm asking, Jesus. Let me look at what a cast does specifically. I get some answers. Ah.
But I would search for the mirror upgrade that does it, so... but I don't remember the name.
I'll find out.
That's why would I.
There's a lot here. Here we go.
Zagreus tended to the right direction.
There's so much here. Okay, there's a lot of variants of cast here. It's too many. Never mind. It's the problem when you look up something you don't know anything about. You don't exactly know what you're looking for, especially when it has this many variances.
You look for the mirror upgrades.
I am, but it's got like 20 different variances of cast. What the fuck am I supposed to specify?
Yeah, but the cast doesn't matter. Like, the cast is just from the gods.
I meant the curse thing.
Yeah, but...
Doesn't matter.
You're looking for the... If the mirror
doesn't
upgrade
matter.
is,
Forget it. I'm not looking at now.
What do I have to lose?
Well, I don't know. Everything?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. I was trying to understand why it's saying quickly. This is the one that the value of the prize is better when it's faster.
Yeah.
That's enough.
I actually think I gained health out of the... Yeah, that's so... Woohoo, good
better
job,
than,
me.
better than nothing.
Yeah, this is not a good one.
I can tell. Would have been at room 3 by about now.
Might not even make it there.
Let's see. You still have time, but trying to think of topics. A lot of empty void going on here.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those rooms where, if I have the divine dash, this room is so
You can just dash
easy.
everywhere. It doesn't fucking matter.
But with this is just bullet hell.
Mm-hmm.
The worst case.
Which I've never been a big fan of bullet hell games. As much as I'm okay with them, I'm not. I don't go on my way looking for it.
Yeah.
It's probably the major issue I would label for Hard to Tell. Like, if you're not a fan of bullet hells, you got one coming up.
Yeah, might just get something out of that doomed one.
you never did the genocide ref on to tell, did you?
No,
You never got to fight Sans.
I don't mind.
No, I mean, you want a good challenge, there you go. I remember doing it. I spent so much time doing that. Probably one of my first actual difficult boss fights to actually test myself. I never really did it before with anything else, really. I was more of a casual.
Yeah.
But, I have no idea if I've got the strategy still in my mind of anything. There's a decent, like, a browser experience for the Sans boss fight if you want to give it a go. It's not perfect, it's not one-to-one. Very close, though. So, you know, you don't have to play through the entirety of Undertale just to figure out what the Sans fight is.
And you don't have to murder all the people you actually like and enjoy now.
That is the only quirk for the genocide run that is tedious, is that yes, you do have to kill everything, and it's so slow. It is a grind. You do get a couple unique fights, not a lot. There's like only like 3 distinctly unique fights in the game. Well, 1 or 2.5, I would label really. But, yeah, it's interesting, and it's probably the closest I'm going to get to doing. The Bureau, it was a younger me. It's like, I'm never going to do a Renegade run. Yeah, it's completely fine and complicit doing a Genocide run.
Yeah, that actually is, but
I don't know, I got more attached to the characters in Mass Effect. Meanwhile, in Undertale, not as much. I did like the characters in Undertale, I'm not denying that. It's just, I got more of a heart in Mass Effect. It's like, I can't be an asshole to Tali, that's just wrong.
Yeah, this is also my biggest issue with like the Renegade ones. Is like you kind of have to beat the crew as well to get enough Renegade points. But then why doesn't somebody even follow Shepard? He's just an asshole.
I mean, I know you can play Renegade and still be nice to your squad mates, but I'm like, what's the point? You know? Because if you can do full Paragon, you should do full Renegade. It's kind of why I reserve that purely for Fem Shep. At least that works better for her. That's me personally. Alright, Hydra again.
Let's see if we can actually get the phone Hydra.
So, just curious. So since Megara has changes over time when you fight her enough, is it the same for the Hydra?
Yeah, like there is
one with
depending
flesh.
on the head color, there is different attack patterns.
I mean, that I could have guessed, but yeah, not as distinctly different as Megara's then.
Not really. Like I don't actually think it changes that much.
Okay.
And yeah, this bit is still not working out.
Not really sure how I feel about this kind of boss design where you can't hurt it until you remove all its side things. It's like, great, I could make progress, but you know, you have to be an asshole and have these things defend you at the same time.
It's alright because like you have other stuff to kill, so.
I suppose, but it's not. You know, yes, you're killing these other heads, but that's not making a dent in progress of actually killing the main boss.
Yeah, but otherwise you could just so brute force it, so.
I mean, you already are at this point.
Yeah.
It's just like, why impede it now? Let the player do what he want. Or at the very least, there'd be an upgrade that could bypass that shield. Rare, I imagine, but it'd be nice if that did exist.
It's to fix so many things.
But it'd be fun.
I mean, if you already like with a good build, you go for these so quickly as well.
Oh man, I just realized how much I've been spoiled. Sorry, a majority of the time when I'm streaming, I'm focusing on the OBS screen, so I'm never actually seeing the games ever in 60 FPS. I look to my right. Oh, it's in 60 FPS. Neat. I got 2 monitors going on right now, and the screen I'm capturing off of it is in 60 FPS, but it's just weird. I've gone so, man, I've been so deprived of extra frames. Hopefully, one day when I get better PC, I should be able to stream in 60 FPS. That should be at least a minimum requirement I should reach. It's not needed, but it would be nice. Anything above that is downright redundant. God, there was a... I just remembered a thing. So, the amount of mods and patches I was getting for Skyrim and such, because yes, I run mods. One of the mods was to fix a pretty annoying bug. Have you ever had a game when you're tabbed into the game, whatever, you're playing fine and everything, and for some reason you use your mouse, whatever, that goes pretty far to the right, you scroll down, for some reason your browser tab, whatever, is scrolling down as well, even though you're still in the game?
Yeah, that's sometimes like, why does it still have focus? That shouldn't happen.
I know, right? So yeah, Skyrim was one of those games that even the special edition, which came out afterwards, you know, the later release version, that bug still exists for some fucking reason. I mean, I get it, not everyone's gonna have multiple monitors, but in this day and age... So, yeah, that's a quirk. So one of the fixes I've found fixes that, keeps the mouse primarily focused on the game, so it doesn't go off screen and start scrolling down and affect the monitor. But for some reason, one of the settings I have to tweak, and you have to do it manually as well. You have to go into the file and then change a thing. For some reason, one of the default settings is the frame rate. You can tweak the frame rate to be above or below whatever. The default frame rate it's set to for the file, for some reason, is 288 frames. I'm like, who the fuck's gonna use 288 frames? I can't even see that!
It's like, no, I know that you can't see past 24 is bullshit, but you can see so much more.
Yeah, but it's just like, why is the benefit? And doesn't this, like, impact performance with... Like, this is the reason I'm not a fan of, like, uncapped frame rates. Is like, if anything goes to shit, it's gonna go below that number very quickly, very fast. What is the point? There's a reason why capped frame rate exists, so it's consistently at that frame rate. Don't push it above it. You're just gonna keep dipping. It's kind of the reason why Sonic Unleashed on the PS3, for some reason, is uncapped frame rate. And it can go up to 60 if it wants to, but it never will, because the majority of the time it's going to reach below 20, because it's uncapped. Meanwhile, the 360 version is a consistent 30 FPS. It's never going to go down to 20, except for that one stage, but we know why that... It's too intense. Well, I'm actually saying that, unless you're playing the Xbox One port of Unleashed, that actually has a fixed frame rate. That stage actually runs buttery smooth, 60 FPS, somehow. Thank you, backwards technology.
Yeah, but it sometimes works.
Backwards compatibility is best.
Good enough to eat.
I give Microsoft that plus. They were really pushing on that, even today. Well, they've stopped adding more games now, but the library's decent. Although I'm rather glad I got one exclusive that I don't think you can get this game digitally, even on... Like, even though the game is backwards compatible, I don't think you can get it digitally on the Xbox Store. So
why would you get old games there? Like, who would want to buy this?
Yeah. So the game the game I have is Conker's Bad Fur Day, but it was the remake, Live and Reloaded. That game was made specifically, exclusively on the original Xbox. It actually looks really good for original Xbox, surprisingly. Yeah, I think that's exclusively physical, because I've never seen it in the digital store, I don't think. You can get Conker's Bad Fur Day in the rare replay, but that's the original N64 version. You can't get the remake version, which is interesting. So that's probably my most valuable game I have in my collection that I don't think I'll be selling, because I have no real alternate way of playing it. Like, I'm not sure how decent emulators are for the original Xbox. I'm assuming they're alright, but I've never looked. Why would I? Is that what that thing is?
Yeah, soul catchers, yeah.
I don't get the Butterfly Association, but what do I know?
I mean, they come and suck your soul out, so...
Yeah, butterflies are evil, aren't they? They are such small targets.
And like, I have like not this AoE attack, but it doesn't work on
Too
it.
small. AoE is only for a very small radius.
Oh no, you fucking don't. No, you're fucking dead.
I don't want to see anything now. Just, you know, time-wise, we're getting there.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably good that I will die soon.
I mean, it doesn't look like it, but you will probably in a minute. So can you reach that boss? This is kind of the quirk I find with doing these, you know, runs for roguelike games, is they are a bit of a commitment. And the feeling is terrible when you've failed them. It's like, I wasted so much time getting here, and I gotta do that again just to get to that spot.
Yeah, and this is where the roguelikes really, I think, found the niche where you get a bit of the benefit of you still made progress.
I suppose. That's why I wasn't a fan of the Shovel Knight roguelike. Like, yes, there are elements that stick, but they're so fucking useless. It's just... The sense of progression there is so small, so grindy, it's not really worth it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it for existing and how close it feels to Shovel Knight, but I was like, I'd just rather play Shovel Knight than this. I mean, it wasn't made by the same people who did Shovel Knight. It was official, everything, mind you. Just, I do like the way it looks, though. It's instead of the Shovel Knight's original 8-bit look, it's now a 16-bit look, like straight from the SNES. It looks really nice, but that's all it's going for. It's repetitive as hell. Like, I get the appeal, but I think I've made this clear that roguelikes aren't really for me unless I really like the IP. I mean, I only like Binding of Isaac because I remember being there in the days of YouTube when it was new. And when it looked like a Flash game. They were the glory days over seeing YouTube.
Thank you. Thank you, gods.
So what's that one? It's Blank Room?
Yes, and also, it actually might still be a good one, all the things considered.
What is special about this room? Is that truly respectful? Oh, who's this? Can I guess who he is before it's told? I get it. He's going to be blatantly ambiguous till way later, isn't he?
I think... Replenish all uses of Death Defiance. Thank you.
Who is he? I must know. But seriously though, who is he? He's probably going to take a while till we actually find out who he is.
But also something like that, I don't...
Say it again?
But he has a thing with... He has a thing with Achilles.
Okay. Oh, don't tell me, is he gay?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
He's Greek.
I know.
And I'm actually not sure if this is like a Greek thing or not, like if this is a mythology thing or not.
No, the Greeks and even the Egyptians had it.
I mean, I know that it's a Greek thing definitely, but if two of them in particular.
No, I think I saw that recently. I think that is a thing. I just didn't know which one in particular. Sorry, I'm not against. It's just like I don't go on my way looking for it.
And it's natural thing.
Yeah. It's just I just don't go out of my way for it. I'm not gonna give the game negative points. It's just like I just need to know it's there. That's all I need. Sorry, no, it's just got me in a spot now. For fuck's sake. My overly straight mind.
Yeah, you're all dicks.
Do they ever bring up anything of Zeus's, his shenanigans at any point in this game?
Yes, at some point there is some. Yeah.
Okay, it's the main important one. Did they bring up at any point of his shenanigans while he was disguised as a goose?
Not that one.
No, I'm surprised. It's the most humorous one and the most messed up. Because I don't know how the hell that works.
And since neither do you, I'm letting you have this.
Boon for a boon.
Cask. 2% credit. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
give me your choice.
It's a caster. No. That actually is better for this because I need straight up damage.
Yeah, it depends on the boss fight. And yeah, this works considering how much you're dodging around.
Yeah, I thought it was the call, not the cast. But it's actually better with the cast because I can just spam it.
And with these guys in particular. They're mostly ground based and they're going to be following you a lot. This really works. Should you focus on Theseus or the Minotaur?
No, on the Minotaur. Like, Theseus' second phase is so annoying. Like, you want to be only focusing on him when it hit.
Okay. I just want to note that you are over the 2-hour marker, so you're pushing it.
Yeah, but like I'm not stopping mid-fight now.
No,
I probably will die here anyways, so.
Oh. I can definitely tell you're doing better with this setup than the last one.
I'm not sure. Like, I mean,
No, I can
the
tell.
beginning was really tough, but like the explosive upgrade actually makes a big difference now.
I can see it. You're doing progress. Much better than the last one. The last one was barely see the damage difference. Let's get that pot shot damage on the other one at the same time, eh?
Yeah. Okay, this honestly, like, especially with the call, this actually isn't too bad right now.
I'll jinx it. I love that poison damage. Just bypass that fucking shield.
Yeah. So. And now is the point where his fight becomes so annoying.
Just gotta keep moving, be consistent. Oh my Jesus, okay, I can see why.
So, like, try touching a fucking Minotaur with that all going on as well.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening. Need the room. Just do your rage right now.
Yeah. Get fucked, serious.
Jesus.
Yeah, I might go a bit overboard now. I didn't expect us to win this one. Also, there's actually one shade that's rooting for you.
Oh, that's nice. Good for him.
I'll take the service exit, thanks.
I wanted the regular one. Heal me.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably need a bit of healing.
What's with the glass box? Is it to change the loadout or something?
That's for the keepsakes, but I'm
Okay.
on the one I already want, so.
I was gonna say. Okay, so that is for changing a loadout.
Yeah.
Right. Floor 4. We're already here. Actually, is it floor 4 or floor 0?
Actually floor 0 in that
Yeah.
regard, because we actually go up.
Yeah, damn elevator logic. Except there is no elevator. An elevator would be really nice, considering all this mechanical
Yeah,
gearwork going on. What's all this for, anyway? Hey, Cerberus. This is his job. Can't deny that.
Yeah. And this is why you pet him.
Wait, you remember this? I was wondering, it's like they put too much effort making the character. There's no way they would waste it just to be an interaction. Oh.
No, you don't have to find him, thankfully.
So being nice to him is beneficial.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter, but I still like to be nice to him.
He's a good boy. He's too loyal.
Also spoilers.
Oh, what?
He actually doesn't know this yet.
Oh, oops. You came here too fast.
Yeah.
Boy.
So, I don't really have much gold, so yeah, nothing to buy here, sadly.
So, I'm still wondering if there is such like a new game plus thing going on, but that's not how that works. The fact that he just spouts something he shouldn't know yet, you think they would have caught on with that?
Yeah, this is something I was really interested, like how the game works, because like there's this.
He's paying attention to all the stuff you're doing.
Yeah, but there is stuff that I know is like one based, like that after like the second one you get the Daedalus upgrade, the first one you only get Artemis as a god that contacts you, and not Zeus because he's the third one or something like that.
Chaos and all that.
So like there is this stuff.
So I wonder how much will the characters say. Like imagine. Well, I'm curious what a speed run of this will look like. So imagine on a new save file, first time run, you get to the top and do everything first time. You know, how much does change?
This is actually a category.
Yeah.
And they actually acknowledge it with dialogue.
Okay, so yeah, that stuff. They are paying attention to it, and then, oops, you know, one minor thing they didn't really pay attention to.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's like, also like we're now in the Mortal Realm, so all those people we actually killed them.
Here. Oops. Well, these are all people who are trying to go into Hades, right? You know.
Yeah, they cause issues. So we're actually doing something positive right now.
Yeah, we're stopping people
there's
from
also
interrupting
stuff, and I'm so fucking bad at finding where the
switch is.
poison thing is. Yeah. I hate the poison so much.
Oh, so you can cure yourself with the poison damage.
Yeah, but you have to like get to
really
it.
inconvenience places.
Like health ticks down, and that makes you even more panicky than you already are.
Mm-hmm.
You take good care of Coronacht for me, so I can try it too once you're up here.
I wonder also how much changes depending on the weapon you picked. Don't tell me that actually influences one of the endings.
Yeah.
It does.
Say?
So I wasn't sure. I was asking whether the weapon you pick influences what ending you get.
No, not the ending. But Hades will also comment on the weapons you're wielding.
I mean, yeah, that one makes sense. Not really sure why giant rats, but whatever. Look at the correlation. I don't think that's used much in Greek mythology. He says, again, know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Assume everything's related about Greek mythology.
I mean, it's a big topic, so yeah.
But it's saying that I don't recall rats being a recurring enemy in God of War, so that's anything. I don't think. I could be wrong.
Actually, for this, the build is actually quite nice because like all the smaller enemies, like
yeah, this is a really ideal build, and the dodge is acting. It does damage and poison at the same time, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, poison damage is really good in anything, really. Even though it may seem small and insurmountable, it adds up. That pot shot damage really adds up. Ooh, being a bit daring, are you?
Upgrade right. I mean, I'm not using the gold for anything at this point, anyways. So
yeah.
it's like
Use it now. You could have revived one of your lives, but right.
Yeah, but I didn't have enough.
Huh. I'm just really curious how far you can get now, because you're almost there, you know?
Yeah, it's like I might actually get to the boss, to the final boss.
If you've reached
Probably want them pretty.
It just depends, really. I mean, if you finish the boss, that's a good label to say finished, you know? Again, this is one of the problems with a roguelike game. It's like, how long do you do it till you label it as done for stream's sake?
Like I said, like, beat the final boss 10 times, then you have the almost true ending, but this is the true ending.
Yeah, but like I said, for the stream's sake, what do you label as done to move on to the next game?
That, like I said, the 10 times I beat it, and like, considering that in the second stream and I'm only close to getting to the boss, I'm not doing bad right now.
Yeah, but 10 times is like, that's a lot of attempts, you know? And that's just not just the 10 total. I mean, like, how many attempts is it actually gonna take to doing those 10, you know? That could be like 100 attempts in between those 10, you know?
Just for reference, with my main account, I have like 100 attempts and I think I beat it like 50 times.
Okay, I'll shut up. Sorry, it's just that's the bit in the back of my mind saying this could take a while. But you know, you might prove me wrong.
It actually might come in quite handy.
It's just that element. It's just for this game in particular, I can't see how long it'll take. I really can't because it's all up to you.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, I'm going over now because I didn't expect this one to actually go this well. But like I said, we're 2 streams in and I'm over getting like final boss territory, so it's like.
But you just got a really good build, so.
I mean, in retrospect, but this one started out so horrible, so I'm not sure if I consider it lucky.
That's just the cards you dealt with, really.
Not yet.
I'll be honest, I can't actually remember what exactly was my buffer time for being over 2 hours. It was either half an hour or a full hour, or something like that. I don't want to reach 4 ever again.
No,
especially for you.
SATA storage.
Yum yum.
So, damage reduction might prove so valuable. So,
drink an
full
entire.
health, 1 death defiance, good health.
Sorry, it's just you drink an entire fountain's worth of fluid.
Yeah, and it's not even good fluid.
I got your favorite treat, but you have to promise to let me pass if I hand it over, okay?
Orf.
Terrifying Cerberus accepts the fetid sack and scans the darkened hall for where best to consume the stomach-turning contents.
So I think it kind of makes sense because like Cerberus should not let people in, right? That's how he was trained.
Freedom! Except not quite. It's not that easy.
No, it's not that easy.
It's never that easy.
And I mean, you already guessed it.
Wow. God, it's cold. What the fuck?
Of course.
I never grew accustomed to the air up here. It gusts senselessly whichever way it pleases. I suppose you must prefer it to the stillness of the air below.
You know, you're right. The air up here seems pretty good so far. But I will reserve judgment till I've had my fill. I have to say, though, Father...
Hang on a minute. What's stopping the Olympic Gogs interfering right now? He's on the surface world, right?
So, yeah.
Yeah, what's stopping him interfering right now?
Probably still a bit shielded off, but yeah. Also, don't think they want to directly go up against Hades.
I don't think so. Hades would have a word about it now.
Well, let's see. You've berated me repeatedly and often. You've lied to me, mustered your wretched forces to kill me over and over, but sure, I'll grant you that you've always kept most of your anger bottled up.
No.
Gods, boy.
Boy!
Killing one another is a lot. Although I always thought I was above it. I told you that you should leave this place. Seems I must enforce my rules myself. I'm sending you home. Now.
Just wants out. Come on, man.
Yeah.
No pressure. He must have phases, right? Oh. Test of patience, he is, I can tell.
So I'm actually quite happy with like the AoE damage because that makes those stupid things here better.
Yeah, you can
'cause
cover
I
a
can actually
lot
still
of
hit
ground.
them.
Ooh. Okay, I'm just making sure. He will have another phase, won't he?
Why would you say that?
Oh, look, he's kicking it right now. Hello, Chariot. Ugh.
But that's why the shield is there.
I'll ask what that effect is later.
I think you just take more damage when you have it on you.
Okay. Ugh. Fuck him up! It's not wine, it's poison. Well, I mean, alcohol is technically a version
Yeah,
of
I
poison.
mean it's not technically, it actually is poison.
It's probably the most clever idea of using poison as a description I've ever actually seen in a game. It's literally alcohol. That's your poison. Now the phrase "pick your poison" makes better sense to me. I never really connected the dots before. I mean, I know the phrase is just never actually connected the dots. It's like, yeah, it is a poison. It is actually a poison.
Okay.
Ah, so was that last bit.
To have been brought this low by my own ungrateful child. I would expect such treatment from my brothers, but from you.
Ah, phase 2. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, hang on, that was too quick.
Yeah, so he's like more fast and aggressive now and everything.
Naturally, but he's still using the same strategies.
Yeah, like most of his attacks don't really change unless I dash into those stupid things.
Heal me!
It doesn't. Oh yeah, that thing.
That's fine. Still good. I'm just staying quiet. I don't want to ruin this. I got these pills exist.
Yeah, those things are such a lifesaver.
It keeps Hades away as well. Been there.
And that was not a bad
It
one.
was a good run. Would have paid for the extra life though. That would have done it.
Yeah, the one extra life, but I didn't have the gold this time.
Almost there.
No,
Well,
that's a good sign. Like.
So the question
but,
is, was it the bow that did it?
That should be. In the end, it actually pulled its way, but the first one I shouldn't have upgraded the special because holy shit, it killed me. But yeah, hot stuff next time because I'm already bored.
Yep. Alright, so that'll do for a stream, so that's the thumbnail preview.
So yeah,
right.
But like, I'm happy with the progress I'm making. Like, you're right, it takes too long, but Like we're getting there.
It just depends, really, because I don't know anything about this game. I don't know how truly long it takes. You want to go for the full ending, which is daring. So I'll let you do that. Right, so that'll do for stream. So come back on Monday for more Hades. Till then, bye all.
Bye.